1227 Moonstone in Chula Vista. Going to go ahead and do a quick digital inspection. This is Ian with Build Brothers, and I've taken the tarp off to expose the cracked tiles and get an idea of what's going on underneath here. The tarp, I'm going to try to get it tucked underneath the tile so that when the water, if it does rain before this repair can happen, the water runs on top of the tarp. And we'll probably have better success at keeping the water out of the house. But we got 3 broken tile in this area. That one, there was about a 1/2 inch gap. I slid it down to get a better look at what the felt underlayment looks like. I'll show you that in a second. This one has been sealed. That one has not. These are this is called an O'Hagan vent, and we really like this style of vents, especially on flat concrete tile. They waterproof very well, and they ventilate the attics really well. So my first assumption is that the O'Hagan is not what's causing the leak. It's these broken tile. And then once the tile's broken, it gets a lot more water and sun exposure on it to where now the felt is sure enough is bad. Anytime I find a leak around a chimney, I'm going to inspect the chimney, and I'm looking for saddle metal back here, and then the tile pan there. And these tile pans do appear to be installed properly and working properly, and so I don't really have any issues with this chimney. And so, yeah, to properly repair, once the felt is bad, you can't just repair it underneath that tile. You need to pull up a sizable area to weave in new felt. And yeah, with a high concentration of broken tiles in that area, I'd pull up about a 10 by 10. Reinstall that O'Hagan vent and make sure it's installed properly, so that we're certain that's not the cause. Replace these broken tiles here, and then anytime I'm on a roof, I am going to go ahead and just inspect the whole roof. So let me jump up onto this higher section. I'll show you a couple little minor issues up here. Solar install does look professional. My only issue are the conduit penetrations. So that's the electrical wire inside that pipe that goes from, well, these panels down here up top, and then eventually over to the electrical panel. That should have a flashing around it, and it's a real pain in the butt to get a flashing around it now because there's a continuous wire that runs through it. And so it might not be causing any issues now, but that caulking, that sealing around sealant around that conduit is basically temporary. And so the solar install does look professional other than that. I would have utilized this high section up here, all south facing. I would have put a lot more panels up here, but whatever, that's just nitpicking the layout. We got a broken tile here, most likely left by the where is it? There it is, by the solar guys. And then one other broken tile down on this front section, so we'll be sure to get these replaced as well. It is right there. Not sure if you can make it out from the video. Other than that, this roof does look good. I didn't look at the age of the home, but I guess this house was built about 20 years ago. A concrete flat tile roof like this, if it's maintained properly, will go 30 to 35 years. And that conduit right there. And so I would almost, shoot, I'd try to make the solar guys come back out to properly flash those things. That's not to code, and that will lead to problems in the future. The only other thing I saw on this roof was a really unique little piece of wood detail, and it's that right there. See that little, on all the corners they have that little piece of wooden trim, and that thing is so vulnerable. I could see those already being rotten, and so sooner or later those are probably just going to have to get cut off flush, and it must have just been a little architectural detail that they added.